or if you're new here, welcome to the channel. We're here with Chillin' with Sweetie. I'm Sweetie. And if you're not subscribed, please like, comment, and subscribe. Um, yeah, we are back at home. And I'm just going to get into it because, listen, last year, so 2024, in the summertime, I went on a few trips in a few places. And I wanted to take this time to basically tell you how I felt about it, my review about it, what I liked and what I disliked and all that stuff. Okay. So the first place that I went to, I took a plane to Chicago. O'Hare Airport, babies, babies. I'm telling you, it looked so nice. Okay, I I was like, okay, I'm looking at the signs and I'm like, okay, this is where am I going? I don't know where I'm going. I haven't left Canada in like months or years even for me to even be comfortable going to another place. So, anyways, so I got there and I'm looking at my bags, I'm playing claim check. I'm terrified of losing my bags. I see all these videos out there, people saying that they lost their bags or they come back and their bags mangled. I mean, after I spend a lot of money on my bag, regardless of how much I spend, I don't want it to come back mangled on my first trip. So I took two bags. I showed you in that short that I had, and a duffel bag and a backpack. Let me just say that, oh my god, when you are in there, if you leave past those doors, you can't go back in, which is what I was told. So while I was waiting for my ride and my friend to come and pick me up, because she lives in Chicago, so she knows where to go, how to do all these different things. I sat there and I charged my phone, text everybody saying I made it, I landed, and I'm good. Made sure that the people that I was going to meet up with, they knew that I was there, that I was safe, and everything else. When my friend got there, um, we went all around. She showed me different parts of Chicago, different I don't know if they want to call it boroughs, cities. I don't know, but I got to see a whole bunch of different places, and from like baby, I never like when people talk about Chicago, they're always thinking bad. They're always thinking ghetto. They're always thinking that you're gonna get hurt. But I mean, I do have a few other friends that live in Chi Town, and they were like, "Oh yeah, dude just got robbed at the gas station," but I didn't see any of that. None of that. Okay. So anyway, my friend picked us up. We went all the way around Chicago, different places. I got to see her mom, her granddaughter. It was a good experience. Okay. I saw the first White Castle. I didn't try it at that time, but I saw my first White Castle. People see it in Harold and Kumar and stuff like that. And so us Canadians, we just be trying to trying to figure out what that's like. What's the experience of a White Castle burger? But anyways, I didn't try it there, but I did try another place, which wasn't too bad. Pardon my hair, I just anyways, it wasn't too bad. So that was fine. I met up with the person that I was supposed to meet up with later on, and because their flight was delayed, then we went downtown. Babies, the hotel was fantastic. Pardon me, I may have to just fling a piece of something at my son who's singing away. I don't think he even notices that I'm filming, but but I'm sitting here and he's oblivious to the fact that I'm talking in the camera. But anyways, back to Chicago. So the hotel, when I got there, I was blown away. I was like, wow, this is so good. We stayed at the Marriott and I was like, oh, babies, this place is phenomenal. I wouldn't think it was anything less. But the experience was great. The people were great. There was a um, restaurant on the roof that I went to, but I also went to try their pizza in Chicago. I never knew. Like, listen, in Canada we have pizza, obviously, But their pizza was like a deep dish kind of pizza, but it was like baked. It looked like a pie kind of. So I wasn't too pleased with it, but I still ate it. It still had good flavor. It didn't throw me off. It was the flavor part. Okay. But then we walked around and I saw the the bean. That is huge, but it's nice. I took pictures of it. Um, there was a memorial area that was there. It looked really really nice. But now, hold on. I did. That's where I went to the Cheesecake Factory in Chicago. But now there was like another place, like a 360 drop. Okay, it's $50 per person to get in there. That's not a problem. That wasn't the problem. The problem was it was on the 46th floor or something like that. I don't even remember what floor it was, but it was high. And I took pictures of that and I took a video and everything else like that, but it was so high. So how it was is that you would go into this little room because there's a long lineup. This little room, and when you go into the room, you're holding onto these bars. When you're holding onto those bars, okay, it tilts forward, 360 tilt. I was like, oh my god! I was holding on for dear life. I'm like, if this thing were to break my behind, I'm dead. What am I gonna tell my children? What are they gonna say? They're gonna miss me. I got scared, but it was like maybe 2 3 minutes that it was in the tilt position, and then it came back up. But babies, the person that I went with, listen, they were right beside me, and I was like confused as to when I should go up. So I went, but when I went, they're like, "Oh nope, left me there by myself. I would have died by myself if that was the case." Okay, that I was like, "You little bugger, you left me there. We should." We would have died together if that was the case. You should have been with me. No, but anyways, long story short, he just ran away from that part. I'm not gonna say who, but he just like, nah, it's not for me. It's ain't for me. Which is how I was feeling, but it was too late. Too late. So back to the Cheesecake Factory part. What had happened was I got my cheesecake because your girl loves a cheesecake. Okay, I love me some cheesecake. That's one thing you cannot hold from me. If there's cheesecake and a whole bunch of other things on the table, that's the one thing I'm going to go for. I'm just saying. So what happened was, I got my cheesecake. I paid for it. I was all good, all excited, ready to eat my little cheesecake. But the sliding door hit me in my foot. So when it um, came time to leaving, I was limping all the way home. Well, to the hotel. Saying, I'm telling you, I don't know. So I made my way back to the hotel, ate my cheesecake. I also went to like a wall. I think was it what was that? Anyway, one of the grocery stores that was there to get little snacks just in case it's a little really late and I want to grab something and I just don't want to go out by myself or don't want to go out too late in the night so we could just snack on like little sandwiches or whatever. But it was really good. The one thing I could say is that it was the cost with the currency exchange wasn't too it was bad. It was bad for me because my Canadian funds or whatever. But I mean I managed to um to make my way around, pay for the stuff that I wanted to pay for. We went downtown. We saw the stadiums. Actually, no, that was in Detroit. So we went downtown. We walked up and down the street. We saw the Nike store, Louis Vuitton. Pardon the dog. She was just sniffing or sneezing. Um, doing. It was just a really, really good place to see, and I got a few things done. Like there's a whole bunch of different places that I like to see. It was in because downtown Chicago was very beautiful. I know that I would love to go there again. It's not something I would not want to go to. I want to visit it again, but I would like to see more places. There was also like a farmers market kind of thing happening down there, and the farmers market was really good. I got some like good things for my kids down there. Like when we go to when you go to places, you always want to bring something back for your family members. So I bought a few things. I got like bracelets for my sons and my daughters and stuff like that. And I really enjoyed my time there. We also went to the Pride Parade that was down there. Um, it was a different experience. I honestly was an experience that I did not mind having because I mean, you always want to try to see different cultures. You always want to see people's different lifestyles and not shy away from it. So that way you know or have an understanding whether it's for you or it's not for you. It's always good to know at some point, right? So from there, what we did was we took a bus to Detroit. Baby, Detroit, it was fun. I saw a pimp named Slickback, but I don't know if that was his name, but I'm just saying. I saw stadiums. I saw a whole bunch of different sites. Like Detroit has been built up like tremendously. Like you would think that it's like all run down and everything in downtown Detroit, but no. There is it was clean. I wouldn't say I would eat off the floor. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't go that far. But the stadiums that are down there, Google is there. I was all within walking distance. The only thing I didn't see was an Apple store. Apple, please go to Detroit, downtown Detroit, please. But the the transportation was free, so you can when you got on there, you like from the hotel, you can actually go from the hotel on one of the levels. You can go into the I can't remember what it was called, but you can go onto the transit, and it'll take you all around the city or downtown area, and it is free. So I mean, obviously you're gonna go when they finish cleaning it, and actually I've seen them cleaning it to make sure that it was clean. And I was like, oh, this smells good. It don't smell like pee. I mean, you expect like certain places, like subways, to smell like pee. Subways like our little train area kind of thing, but it's underground. But anyways, you expect some places like that to smell like pee. I didn't smell that. I rather enjoyed. There was like a good chicken place that we went to. There was a few restaurants that were great, and we spent quite a few days in Detroit. We went to two different hotels. The hotels again, Marriott, but it was phenomenal. It was something that I was like, wow. You can see the difference in the different hotels, how they differently, like how they decorate them differently. But in Detroit, it was really fun. I could actually be in the hotel across from the gym building and see Canada. I literally saw Canada in Detroit from where I was in the hotel. And so I did like going to at nighttime. There was like it was lively. There was some hoopties. Okay, when I say hoopties, I mean there was people with their cars with the lights on the bottom, and there was the older video vehicles. I'm like kerfuffle today. I don't know why, but anyways, it's the older vehicles, and let me tell you how they were loving it up. The house, oh, it was good. It was good. One thing I didn't like, and I was so sad. I saw a mother and her kids on the road on the street, but that was the only time I seen it. But they were trying to sell chocolate, so they were trying to do things to get themselves to make money to get out of their situation, which is something I was like, okay, this. I mean, I feel sad. I feel bad. I would love to go back at some point and help out people that are in dire straits or in that kind of situation, and I would love to give back and help them. Not just in my own country, Canada, in the U.S. and other places, wherever I go to travel. I would love to be able to do that, and that's one of the dreams that you have to be able to help others. So please, like and subscribe and send it to your friends and your friends and your friends. I can do that. So, anyways, so then there was what else was there? Because it was a while back. So I mean, you're seeing this in 2025 now, but I was going back and forth, and I wanted to get some time to actually be able to sit down and talk about all these different things that I experienced. So um, that was fine. I mean, a couple of days in Detroit was not bad. I went to there was a was it the 4th of July? Oh, that was something. So the 4th of July in Detroit, they don't have it on the 4th of July. They had it the week before, so I was told. So we went out of Detroit to go and celebrate with other in another city. Um, it was good. They had like a Ferris wheel. They had T-shirts and that were being, you can create your own T-shirt. There was corn dogs and all. It was just like a good little carnival vibe, and I really liked it. I liked being able to go outside and be around people and just enjoy the atmosphere. So that was something I really, really liked. I enjoyed that tremendously. Um, but then when I got a little sad because there was like a little dock kind of area, and before you get to the dock, there's like a restaurant, like a high end restaurant. These, you had to wear specific clothes. I went outside looking nice anyways that day, so I didn't have to worry about going back and changing, going back to the hotel and changing and stuff like that, because you know there was a high standard and stuff like that for that hotel or to that for that restaurant. But behind there was like there was a whole bunch of water, and there's boats and everything, and you could see Canada on that side. But there was like a ferry, like it's like but it was a standstill ferry. I don't think they use it anymore. But it was so nice. It was just they played music. And it was just the weather and the vibes that was there. People were just riding on their skateboards or their mopeds and stuff like that. It was a feeling. Okay. Um. So then I took the ferry because I was like, well, you know what? Let me just make this a trip. So I took the ferry over. So it's a tunnel from Detroit to Windsor, Ontario. From Windsor, Ontario, what I did was I took the train from Windsor back to Toronto. I believe I fell asleep for most of that. I was not staying awake for that whole 5 hour, um, 5 hour train from Windsor to Toronto. But it was a Via Rail, so I didn't really have a big problem with it. Um, and I enjoyed, being able to see some of the scenery, filming some of the scenery, and that was it for that part. And then I came home. I was home for a little bit, and then I went to Niagara Falls. Yes, Niagara Falls. So I filmed the Canada side and the U.S. side. When I filmed the Canada side, I was like, okay, this is good. I've been here a few times. I don't really go to Niagara. It's not that far from my house, but it was still um, it was still something something to go and see. I'm very short. When you were younger, they always had these like scary stories, or I don't know if they're true. Probably true, where people be falling in the falls, and I'm not about to do that. So I'll stand at a distance, and I will take a look over, and I'll film and stuff like that. But anyway, so the Canadian side was very lively. It was like the town was more like it was like a town of just like fun. And it's like you just go in there the way that they have the shops going and everything else. It was just something that you would want to experience, but not on a regular day-to-day basis, just because it's just too. This dog is knocking over. Hello, stop licking it. You're moving my camera. So, anyways, um, that wasn't too bad. Um, hmm. Then I went to the U.S. side. So when I walked over to you guys have seen Dior before. She's trying to get my attention. Yes, Rudolph. No, we don't do the dog kisses. It's disgusting. But your breath stinks. Goodbye. So, anyways, um, so I walked over. It didn't really cost much. I think it was like $4 to walk across the bridge to the U.S. And when I crossed over, met up with the person I was meeting up with, because I'm not just gonna go all these places by myself. That's just boring. But sometimes I would like to, go to a place by myself. I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna solo trip, but I will um, do that at some point in my life when I'm more comfortable with traveling by myself. Um, what do you want? You always want when I'm busy. That's when you want. Hello. That's when you want the attention. When I'm in the camera. Yeah, someone's at the door. Go check the door. Anyways, so that was that for that part. So yeah, you're so distracting. Now I forgot what I was trying to say. How am I supposed to tell them what went on if you're distracting me? Oh, seriously. Okay, okay, okay. So, anyways, so on the U.S. side, it was a lot of scenery there. Um, there wasn't the attractions that the Canadian side has, but they do have a few places that you can go see, like a little area you can just sit and have coffee, and you can just do so much with it, right? Um, sorry. Now that she sees me and just busy, she wants to be all up in my business, in my grill. Okay. All right. So, hello. Do you want to say hi? Okay. So the minute I give her the attention, she stops looking in my direction. Hmm. Anyways, girl, stop. So I'm not playing with you right now. Get off the couch. You know you're not allowed on it. Get off. Get off. Good girl. Go over there. Go over there. And the other one's just sitting here nice and quiet, minding her business. That one just had to be all up in my face. Anywho, so, as we're trying to film. So, anyway, so then when I went to the New York side, um, it's from my point of view, the view of the falls is not as good. It's just flat. Whereas on the Canadian side, you see all the water going down and everything else. But there are some attractions, but you'd have to book them in when you have time. I just was spending the weekend, so I didn't really have so much time to go and do all of that. But I rather enjoyed it. But we didn't stay at the Marriott this time. We stayed at the Sheraton. Listen, it was hot as heck that night when I spent the night hot. I thought I turned off the heat. Nope. I woke up sweating, and if I didn't have a weave in, you definitely would have seen something, seen my head looking a mess. But anyways, that was fine. So the next place that I went to was New York. New York City, Manhattan, Queens, the Bronx, Poughkeepsie, all those places. I love the vibe of New York. I love the scenery of most places. There was Yonkers. There was like a now that I've been distracted by the dog and the doors closing and opening, I'm having like a brain fart. But um, there were so many different places to see. I went to my first Yankees game. I tried a new Texas BBQ. There was Manhattan was great. Um, I spent 2 nights in 2 different hotels, but different situations, different times that I went to New York. So I went a total of 2 times to New York. I filmed both, so you guys have seen them already. But it was an experience. Um, I can honestly say that I do like it, but I'm more like I like the cool, calm down, you know, suburb vibes, but I don't mind the downtown vibes. I don't mind seeing it because I mean it's different. So like there was places that we went to. There's a lot of people. Places we went to, there's not so many people. But there's the sights that I saw. It was fun. Like when I went to the garden, that was fantastic. I really liked it. I enjoyed seeing the scenery and the area around there, the canyons that were there, or the mountains that were there. The drive. Oh, maybe one day I was going for a drive somewhere in New York, and it was raining like cats and dogs. When I say cats and dogs, I mean the rain just went whoosh. It was like they threw a bucket of water down on top of your car. But it wasn't a bucket of water. It was just the way it was raining. There was a man in front of me on a motorcycle. I was like, we need to just side pass this man or just stay far back because that's detrimental to my health. I nearly had a heart attack. Well, I was scared for this person, and he had a passenger on the back. So I was like, okay, just I mean, I guess they're used to it. I mean, I personally would not have driven that day because of the rain if I'm riding a motorcycle, but you know, it is what it is. You do what you gotta do. So, anyways, met up with some friends that I haven't seen, and it was great. Um, when I went, and then after that, I came back home again. Um, then I went to Florida. Florida, for me, it was more. I had to be there for family stuff. So yes, your girl's got family in Florida. I got family everywhere. So anyway, so what happened was I had gone to Florida, and my father picked me up, and um, I don't have too much footage of Florida because again it was like a personal reason why I went, but the weather was good, but it was a little cold at nighttime, and I saw an emu like you guys seen in the video. I don't think it. I think the picture of the emu I didn't really put in there, but it was the next door neighbor's pet. Now where I we went to the beach. I didn't know that Trump lived so close. I didn't know that. Okay, well, note to self. I don't even remember which part I finished off at, but my storage is full on my phone, so I have to use my other one. But anyways, I enjoyed being there. The food was great. Um, I guess the place that I stayed. I'm not trying to tell you everywhere, but the place that I stayed, um, it was more like the country kind of thing. There was more space between the houses. I literally could not walk from the house. I could say my house, to the store, um, because it's too far. Literally too far. Now, babies. Now this is the story time I gotta tell y'all. So I'm like, you know what? I want to see if I could travel on a budget. Because when I getting there, it cost me a lot to get to Florida. But on my way back, I was trying my best. When I say I was trying my best, this is too close. You guys can see my chin fat. I was trying my best to be cost effective. So I went on the app. I was like, oh, okay. Porter Airlines. Porter Airlines. Me and you have a bone to pick with each other. I'm just saying. A bone to pick with you. Because I went on the thing on the Sky Scanner. Okay. They said, okay, you can leave at this time, at this day, and it's $89 US. Well, $89 Canadian. So it was like 50 something dollars US. Okay. The girl's not gonna turn that up. So I'm just trying to look through there. I'm trying to put in my luggage. But I'm like, okay, so just bought it because I was like, $89. I can't pass this up. I'm not gonna pass it up. That's just being ridiculous. Got to the airport. Your girl should have just flown with somebody else, because you know what? The amount of money that I paid for my 3 bags was the cost of a regular flight. I was so mad. It was like 55 or $56 per bag USD. And now, if you know, you know that the currency exchange is terrible. Oh, I'm so shiny. It's terrible. Okay? Terrible. It was like almost $200 that I spent just for my bags alone, because they didn't show the option to add for the bags. They omitted that from the whole part of, you know, checking in early or packing your bags or checking your bags early and all that stuff. They omitted it. So now I am stuck at the airport thinking, oh my God, all my clothes, all my stuff that I brought, my electronics, my cameras and everything, I can't leave those. So now I'm stuck having to pay $200-$300 to get my butt back home. But anyways, that was the trips that I took for the 2024. I rather enjoyed the US. The food was great. The people were great. Some places weren't that clean, but the people were great. were great. They were very friendly to me. And I will be back in the US, okay? I will be back. I don't know when, but I will be back. And that'll be it for this video. See you in the next one. Ciao, babies. Mwah!